What is up, YouTube? My name is JY and I'm a brand new sim racer. So over the last couple of days, I've been in a rut a little bit with my iRacing career. So I thought that, you know what, to cheer me up, I should go back and look at my first race. So this is exactly what we're going to do today. I'm just going to bring you along the ride. Hope you enjoy. So first off, I followed the advice of every YouTuber alive and I did not qualify for that first race. I started at P10, just one car behind me, and let's see how it goes. All right, so here we go. We have a decent start. We did not lose any position. I'm a little bit worried about the first turn because as we know in rookie, it's always carnage. But so far, so good. Now is the true test. So we can foresee some carnage ahead. And there we go. We have a few cars involved in an incident. And somehow I managed to go through that without being involved, which is a miracle. Now, let's take a look back at what happened. So here what we can see is that we are a few cars bunched up together. Seems to be that blue and white car that goes off track. I try to rejoin and send that blue and yellow car off the track. Now we're gonna keep following the two people in front of us. We see that they are involved in a battle. I'm not experienced enough to go through this, so I'm just gonna leave them some space and let them battle it out and see if any one of them is gonna make a mistake so we can capitalize on that. As we come off the bridge, everything seems to be fine. Everybody seems to be in control. But as I said that, the blue cars start to lose control and he's trying his hardest to keep it on track, but unfortunately is incapable of doing. Let's take a look back to see what happened. Seems like he clipped the grass on one side, crossed the road and clipped the grass on the other side, trying his hardest to regain control, but unfortunately is unable to. So just like that, we just gain a position. Next up, so we are about to finish the first lap unscathed. Unfortunately, there's a blue car with an iRacing livery that is trailing us, and he seems to be a faster driver than we are at this point. Keep in mind, this is my first race, so I'm not really expecting too much. So turns out he has a way better exit on the last turn, and he's going to be able to make a move on us. So let's take a look at his cockpit view, and as we can see, we are side by side, and at this point of time I'm not really confident into that first turn, so I'm going to slow down and let him pass. And since he's a faster driver than I am, I'm going to try to keep up with him and see what we can learn from him. So that's about it. Let's just fast forward to the end of the lap, and as you can see, at each and every turn he's getting away from me, so that's no problem. I mean, right now the only thing I have to do is just trying to keep up and run a good race and trying to keep it safe and limit the off tracks that we have. As I said, I go a little bit off track, but you know what? That's no biggie. We're going to be able to survive that. Fast forward to lap number 4, and past the bridge, we start to see some smoke ahead. We don't really know what happened, so we decided that we should slow down and downshift. I don't really know what happened, so let's take a look at the replay. Seems like this orange and black car just went off track a little bit, lost control. Great job on his part to regain, and he actually let us pass. What a gentleman. Now up to lap 5, we just started the lap, and unfortunately we're gonna clip the curb a little bit, which will allow an orange car that was miles away from us to catch back. We're gonna try to maintain our composure and avoid making any mistakes. Unfortunately, we make another mistakes, which can allow this orange and black car to catch up with us. And as we coming up to the bridge, we are side by side, and he's gonna be able to make a pass. I'm not trying to back out of the fight. Unfortunately, I recognize that he has the move made, so I'm just gonna slow down a little bit and let him pass in order to avoid any incident point. So at this point, my focus completely changed. It's about keeping up with him. He seems to be a better driver. I mean, at this point, pretty much anybody is a better driver than I am. So we're gonna be trying to learn from what he's doing. And unfortunately for me, I'm going to end up in that same curb on lap 6, making the same mistake. And I'm going to try to rejoin as soon as possible. But unfortunately, I make another mistake, which can allow a blue car that was miles and miles away from me to catch up once again on that same corner. And the good part, a good job on him, because he was patient, he held on to his pedal, and he was able to avoid an accident by my rookie rejoin. So once more, focus has shifted. We are trying to keep up with the blue car, and by the end of the lap, we're going to come to the last turn, and we're going to see an orange car. It doesn't seem to be the same one, but for some reason, I don't know if he has trouble with his gear or anything like that, but he's going to be letting me pass, or maybe he had a slowdown. I don't really know what happened. We are going to rejoin the action at the end of lap 10. As we can see, the blue car is getting away from us, and we come out to see something unexpected. We see a red car that seems to have some mechanical problem that's going to go to the pit, and that we're going to take advantage of that. A freebie, no problem. Next up, we're going to fast forward to lap number 12. I'm able to keep up somehow, even though he's gaining on me with the blue car. But as we can see, there is a new player that just came out of the pit, and he seems to be a fast driver. Just the way he takes that curb let me know that he's a fast driver, and by the end of the lap, we're starting to lose on him once again. So pretty much everybody on this track is way faster than me, but I'm not worried about that since it's my first race. My heart is pounding, so I'm not going to be too hard on myself. As I said that, I'm going to go off track and think that I completely lose him, but unfortunately for him, he's going to make a mistake and he's going to go off the track. So let's just take a look back to see what happened. He's just going to take the turn a little bit too tight. His tires will touch the grass, and unfortunately for him, he will spin out. Now we have the advantage, so let's just try and keep it that way. He was able to make a fast rejoin, so by the end of turn 1, beginning of the lap, he is able to get right back on our tail. So he's going to put some pressure on us. We're going to try at least to hold him off for a while. So I make a few mistakes here by downshifting and upshifting a little bit stressfully, so that's no biggie. As we come out of the bridge, he's going to be able to make his move because he carried way more speed than we did. He's going to make his move on that turn, and unfortunately for him, his tire is going to touch the grass and he's going to spin out once more, twice in 2 laps. That's a great thing for me, and I believe that he ended up leaving the race out of frustration. That is pretty much the end of my race. For the remaining laps, pretty much nothing happened beside me going off track here and there. No more overtake, no by me or by anybody else. So it's just me running lap after lap. I don't see a reason why I should drag the video, so I'm gonna end it there. We ended up in P6, which was a great first race for me. I would have to say that I was surprised, but just keeping it clean and as safe as I could, I was able to get that great result. So I'm really happy with that race. I really want to thank you for taking the time of your day to watch my video. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you on the track.